If you like any of the following movies, then you should check out my book, March of the Mystics, on sale right now for just $1. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dave Schweitzer, and I wrote this book, March of the Mystics. Right now, you can get it for just $1 on Amazon for the ebook. Anywhere ebooks are sold, it's just $1. This is a limited time, just for the holidays, so make sure you grab that copy, even if you're not looking to read it right away. Only $1, you got nothing to lose. And if you like any of these movies that I'm about to list, they were some of the inspiration for elements of the story, so definitely check it out if any of these movies appeal to you. First movie, Life Aquatic. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan, and I would say that Steve Zissou is a little bit of an inspiration for one of our main characters, Gal Gadot. Let's show him real quick. Gal is a bit of a washed-up loser, except he never experienced success like Steve Zissou did. He's not on a revenge mission like Steve Zissou, but he feels that drain of life and is looking for something else. He doesn't necessarily find a family. Ooh, does he? Maybe he finds a family in this. Who knows? But not a literal biological family like Steve Zissou did. So if you like Wes Anderson, big influence on me. Make sure if you like Wes Anderson and you read this book, make sure everything is centered perfectly symmetrical. Next movie, I've only seen this movie once. It's Jabberwocky by Terry Gilliam, but I watched this a few years back specifically when writing this. I mainly watched it because I wanted to see the special effects, because this was made in 1977 and another big movie was made in 1977 with big special effects, and that one definitely had better special effects. But I liked Jabberwocky. It was kind of weird, and it was one of those, you really saw the makeup and all the elements, and it was a fun little adventure. It's weird. It might be the worst movie that I've listed here, but it's worth checking out one day. The next movie, I kind of cheated with this one. I chose Hidden Fortress. Now, for those of you who really should be buying this book, will know a couple of things here. Hidden Fortress is also pretty much just the original Star Wars. Yeah, this is just A New Hope. This is about a loudmouth princess who needs saving, and two servants join a samurai to get her free. And then that samurai has to fight his former apprentice who turned evil. This is just Star Wars, and it's even better than Star Wars. Akira Kurosawa is a big influence on me. This character here, right up here, the samurai in my book, Yanti, heavily inspired by Toshiro Mifune, if I'm saying that correctly. I apologize if I'm not. But this is such a good movie. This movie really changed my life and made me be like, oh my God, I gotta stop watching so much Marvel and start watching like some really good movies. I did always watch good movies, I just want to say. Anyway. Next one. This one's obvious if you've seen anything of some of our characters like Gal Gadot over here. But I would choose Raiders of the Lost Ark is definitely a big inspiration. You know, it's the swashbuckling adventure, so if you like that, you want to see somebody go on a treasure hunt and have a little bit of romance, some action, fight against fascists, then Indiana Jones and, Raider of the Lost Ark, perfect inspiration for this. The other side that makes Gala, there's two sides. I always say there's the Indiana Jones side that he thinks he is, but who he really is Bruce Campbell from The Evil Dead. You can watch Evil Dead 1 or 2, frankly. Maybe 2 is a little more accurate because it's a little funnier, and our book's funny compared to 1, which is just like kind of scary and messed up. But I really love Sam Raimi. Huge influence on me. I think you might even, if you've seen these movies, you might catch a couple of references in the book, kind of calling this out in a nice way. So yeah, definitely check out the Evil Dead series, or even Ash versus the Evil Dead, the TV show that came out a few years ago. I thought was phenomenal and was a really big inspiration on how to write Gala. I'm going to give a real quick honorable mention because I wanted to keep this list to 10. But Hannah and Her Sisters is one of the best movies of all time. It's got some phenomenal dialogue, which was really important to me with this story, to make sure there was really interesting and engaging dialogue that felt natural and common, even though it's set in a fantasy world. It's a beautiful ensemble, and I can't recommend this movie enough if you're interested. All right, we're on the back half. Quick reminder, this is in no particular order. This was just how they were kind of laid out on my shelf. So next movie I'm going to choose, I guess this one's also kind of cheating because you could look at it as 3 movies, but really Lord of the Rings. If you like Lord of the Rings, this book is good for you. More Hobbit probably, but I don't own The Hobbit. But the movies, if I had to choose one of the movies, Two Towers. If you really liked Two Towers and the slow build towards a war, that I would say my book is perfect for you. Two Towers is definitely the biggest inspiration of The Lord of the Rings that I took. And I don't think that's common. I feel like people dislike Two Towers. Of the three, it's the least favorite, even though they're all just perfect. So if you really like the Two Towers from The Lord of the Rings, check out my book because you might be very pleasantly surprised. I'm going to try to speed through these next two here because they're kind of similar. Actually, the last four are kind of similar. I can do this quickly. So The Mummy and also Pirates of the Caribbean. This goes back to Galagoda, that kind of swashbuckling adventure where you've got pirates, you've got treasure, you've got set pieces, a little less CGI, a little more practical, and things aren't too crazy. But if you like these fun adventures, that type of humor, that type of tone, then definitely check out March of the Mystics because that is like a perfect kind of blend of those. And then finally, I'm going to move into two superhero films because I've always said superhero movies have been a big influence on this. One is what I could make an argument for as the most well-made visually superhero film. Maybe not necessarily story, but like visually and everything is Hellboy 2. If you have not seen Hellboy 2, this movie is so good. Visually, it's one of the best movies you'll ever see. The cinematography, the makeup, the special effects, all of it's great. The humor, the tone of everything, it's just brilliant. Ron Perlman as Hellboy is just one of the all-time great superheroes and doesn't, I think, get nearly enough credit. So definitely check out Hellboy 2. Final movie I'm going to choose a little bit. I don't think it's as exciting as some of the other ones. Probably maybe at this point the most well-known of them. I don't know. But I picked the original Avengers because that's a great story about a team coming together and having to work against really impossible odds. And I remember the first time seeing that movie being like, how are they going to get out of this? It's 6 of them against this invading army of aliens. And I really don't know. I don't know how 6 people can stop this invasion. Well, that's a question you'll be asking yourself if you check out March of the Mystics, which is now on sale for just $1 digitally. Go anywhere books are sold, ebooks, and you can get digitally. I think if you have Kindle, it's free, something like that. So check it out. This is a limited time sale. Make sure you get your copy, even if it's on your to-be read list for 2 years. That doesn't matter. What's important is that you get the saving of a lifetime. And also, if you're worried like, well, the cover is so nice by Reen and Shoddy and Angel RD. I might want a physical copy. You're only spending $1 on an ebook. So even if you get a physical copy down the line because you absolutely love it, you only lost $1 on the ebook. That's great. So I don't know how else I could entice you to check this book out. Go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Author House, wherever ebooks are sold. It's $1. If you do want a soft cover or hardcover, those are available too. But like I said, right now we've got a very special holiday sale where the ebook is just $1. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day.